Hey everyone, welcome back. In this video we're going to learn how to dimension the object seen here using the angular method. And if you recall in our last video, we learned how to dimension angles using the coordinate method. But in this video, we're actually going to apply angular dimensions. So whenever you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. Come on up here to design, and we're going to change our workspace from design to drawing from design. And we're going to change our sheet size now to sheet size A, 11 inches by 8.5 inches. Okay, and select OK. I'm going to go ahead now and place my front view, but before I do so, I'm going to change my style now so that we just select our visible edges. All right, and I'm going to change my scale now from 1 to 1, so it's a little bit bigger. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger, so let's try 1.3, and that's probably pretty good. Okay, and I'm just going to click where I want it and hit OK. All right, I'm going to go ahead now and bring in my top view. So I'm going to come up and click base view. I'm going to change this to top now. Okay, and once again, I'm going to just change the scale here so that it's 1.3 to 1 ratio. And I'm going to change my style to visible edges. Whoops. There we go. And just sort of click right up here. Okay, and select OK. And then finally, let's go ahead now and bring in, click base view and bring in a 3D view, a northeast isometric. But this time for style, I'm actually going to give it some color. And once again, let's keep our scale consistent, 1.3 to 1. Okay. And then I'm going to click where I want it, right there, and select OK. And remember, we can always move things around later. All right, so now let's go ahead and start dimensioning these angles using the angular method. So we're actually going to add some angle in degrees dimensions onto these angles, these two angles that you see here. So let's come on up to dimension. I'm going to click here, I'm going to click here, and I'm just going to draw out an angle here. All right, and I'm going to do the same thing for this guy, but this one's a little bit different. So I'm going to click here, and I'm going to click on this line, and then I'm going to drag my mouse out to get the same desired effect here. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead now and start using another basic dimensioning technique such as datum. So I'm just going to start click here, come up, click here, and come up. And I'm going to click here and then here and come up. Okay, but notice here, we don't want our lines to cross. So if you notice right here, you never want your extension lines to cross. So I'm just going to take it out of dimension mode, hit escape. I'm going to grab this dimension and drag it down here. Okay. Now let's just do the same process, but instead of working across from our datum, we're going to start working up. So I'm going to grab my dimension tool again, click here, and you know what? I don't need that dimension. It's not necessary, because if I have this angle and if I have this dimension from here to here, this is enough information to make the part. Okay, so this front view is fully dimensioned. Now we got to throw on some depth dimensions. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to click here and click here. We need to know that thickness in order to make the part, and we need to know the overall depth. So I'm going to click here, here, and just drag my mouse out. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and hit escape, and I'm just going to move some things around. Let me just move this guy down a hair. Not that much. Okay, and it looks pretty good. All right, when you're done, please just grab the text tool and just type your name there in the title block. Okay, and don't forget to save it. Just call it whatever drawing and hit save. Okay, that'll do it for the Angular Method tutorial. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.